How's it going, everybody? Dotodoya here, back with some more Dragon Ball FighterZ ranked, except I'm actually LotusAsakura, but I'm joined today by Dotodoya for some play matches between best buddies, because of course there's nothing like a couple of black guys playing fighters, right?
Still one of my favorite YouTube comments of all time.
Just one of the greatest.
It was one of the best comments I've ever seen. Yeah, also that intro went to the point where I was like, is he just gonna go the full intro with just my you like options like that? Also, I'm Lotus. I was like, oh, there it is.
But
Jiren.
Yeah, it's actually been a minute. When's the last time? I guess we sat down to talk about the DLC not too long ago, or what we expect for the DLC moving forward, and that was a couple of weeks ago. It feels like, but it feels like it's been longer than that since we last sat down and played together.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, time has been moving real slow, so it has been a little while. 6 MSs. Some things never change.
Some things never change, though. But speaking of moving slow, bro, I know we already touched on it again, but I kind of want to talk more about the DLC because, like, I'd be lying if I said even I am not like, hey yo, where the new characters at though? Just for, you know, we waiting for a cool minute because it's so far removed because not all of you were playing the game back then, and I realize it's more and more every day how many people are just now coming to the game or weren't around for season 1. But in season 1, we got 2 characters per release. Bardock and Broly came out together. Both base form characters came out together, so Vegeta and Goku. 17 and Cooler came out together. Vegeta and Zamasu came out together. But then in seasons 2 and 3, it's been, you know, 1 character per release, and they've been farther and fewer between. So
yeah, it's been, compared to then, it is a long drought. Plus, you know, we just get less characters overall. So like,
right,
first we got a lot. Like, I don't even remember.
Yeah, so season 1 we got 8, season 2 we got 6, and then in season 3 it started off where they made us think we were getting 4, but we've actually gotten, well, we're getting 5. We're still left with 2 more who we currently don't know anything about. And there's been, you know, data mines and leaks and things that would why'd you hit there? Things that would lead us to believe that we might know who the characters, or at least one of the characters that's active as hell, oh my god, at least one of them are, but we still haven't heard anything about them. And personally, you and I were just speculating off air that we were pretty confident, and we'd like to believe that there's going to be a reveal at the end of the Dragon Ball FighterZ National Championship, because this month we are entering the playoffs, and I've just been getting countered left and right this entire video so far.
Hey, it happens. It is Jiren.
Bro, the active for I'm about to just start Dragon Rushing it. Well, no, he can counter Dragon Rush now too.
I was actually about to warn you. I was like, no, I can't counter that too. Yeah, that counter's pretty busted, but yeah, it has been a long time. I actually don't even remember when Roshi released, but also I think it kind of feels long because not a diss against Roshi fans, but it kind of feels like most people, Roshi was like, all right, that was cool, that was unique,
there and gone.
But I'm hungry. I'm hungry now.
Yeah, and you know, funnily enough, you know, I was never the biggest. Oh my god, I was never the biggest one asking for Roshi. I never expected to be.
I don't know. I'm actually. Jiren is not a commentary video. Oh my goodness, that was actually.
I'm trying to just roll it, but you're over here dying, and this throwing me off.
I couldn't keep it together. Wow, that actually killed me.
That was a Jiren match. That whole match was a Jiren match. Oh
wow.
Anyway,
yeah, go ahead.
I never expected Roshi to be very popular, and wouldn't you know it, he's not. And so it's just all the more reason why it feels like it's been so long, because you don't really see him around very much. Like, the hype for him died pretty quickly. And even though you have a couple of players at the higher level, such as Lord Knight and Reynold, who have been, you know, putting in some work with him and making him look strong, you just really don't see a lot of them. I don't know about you, but I haven't run into him online very often.
No, he's definitely not. And that could be because he's not a very online suited character, but more likely, yeah, it's just because he's not a super popular character.
Right. But yeah, so this month we're finally entering the playoff season for the Dragon Ball FighterZ National Championship. For those of you who haven't been keeping up, basically there were 7 weeks of round robin style matches spread across the world in a bunch of different regions. So you had Spain, France, and then America was divided up into 2 because obviously the country is so large and the online's not that great, so we couldn't have everybody from coast to coast playing with each other. So you had US East, US West, and then of course Japan. And so now those 7 weeks have passed, everybody has played each other, and now the top 4 players from each region will be facing off against each other within their country to decide the winner of each region. So that's going to be going on for the rest of December. So tomorrow will actually be the first one with Spain, and then on the 6th it will be US West, I believe, and then on the 12th you have, okay, I forget which is which, but on the 12th and 13th you have the
12th is France and 13th is US East.
There you go.
And it wraps up on the 20th with Japan.
Right. And I'd really like to believe that once Japan ends, we get that reveal for the final character of DBFZ's Season 3. But the thing is, right, I just have a hard time believing that they don't want to give us both characters before the 3rd anniversary of the game.
Yeah, it seems like, I brought this up, I think, in our last DLC video, like, my idea of a double drop, and back then, like, it started as just like, wouldn't it be cool if, like, that's how it ended? But now it just seems like, all right, guys, we are out of time. Like, double drop is not about being cool anymore.
Yeah,
it is about we have run out the clock.
Yeah, I just don't know, like, I'm not saying it's impossible, I just don't see why they'd want to delay the release of the final character into, like, you know, February or March or something, just to be consistent with the release schedule up to this point. So I'm really thinking that, and you and I have already discussed before that we think we know who the two characters are, but basically here's what I'm thinking, right? We get to the Japan Nationals, you know, stream starts up and like, oh, by the way, you guys should stick around for a special announcement, you know, after the tournament or whatever. We're like, oh shit, here we go, right? And then, you know, it wraps up and they reveal, they do the same thing like they did with like UI Goku and Kefla, right? They reveal the character and then like, oh shit, what if we reveal not just one, but both of them? And then they show us them fighting each other.
Hey, that I could see that easily going over with the crowd.
Right.
And that does, at this point, that does feel like the most likely situation.
Right. So it'd be very similar to like how they revealed Gogeta and DBFZ Broly at the same time, even though those characters were far off, except this time they reveal both characters. And there's been a lot of speculation that makes us believe that Omega Shenron is one of the final characters. And then who better to release with Omega Shenron than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta? And it seemed unlikely to me at first that we would get Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta just because Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta's in the game, but I just can't think of anyone better to include unless they want to give us a different GT villain, which is also a possibility, such as Super 17 or Baby Vegeta, who I know was very requested. And I finally waited long enough, and then I got clipped by the Yamcha. I hate you so much.
that counter should not let you call this. But yeah, the thing about maybe it being Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is like, yeah, it would be weird to have a second Gogeta in the game, but he's more than popular enough to warrant that happening.
Agreed.
And he's a great, you can't argue with the fact that, I mean, they already used him once as a season ender. Gogeta is a hype enough character to end the season. Whereas I've seen a lot of people like, oh man, I hope it's like, I guess I'll just use one that I like as an example, Raditz. Even I, as a huge Raditz fan, if they end the season with Raditz, I would be like, why? What? Why did you guys do that to yourself? Woo! Okay, genius. I did not expect that. That was a personal attack. But yeah, that'd be wild.
You were supposed to die.
Okay, I let that go.
I was like, I'm not gonna poke it this time. I'm gonna just throw it. But yeah, because I've seen other people speculate about who the character could be or who they'd like to be. But to me, when I see certain people say like Raditz or Turles, I'm like, let's be real. Is that season ender? You know, go out with a bang, final character material? And usually that answer is no.
Yeah, usually, yeah, I would have to say, if you're being honest, I don't think Raditz can end a season. Also, that hurt. That one hurt.
Hey, you smoked me the first game. I had to get one on the board.
Yeah, no, it has to be a big character. And with what we know, I am like the last character, not too sure about, but Omega, I am like 99% sure.
Yeah, no, same. Like I'm fairly, and I'm honestly, because the thing with me, like I got a pretty good idea of the characters I latch onto in this game and the play styles I like, and I'm, you know, I have no clue what that character would be like, but I gotta imagine he's gonna be a character who I wouldn't want to main, but I feel like he's gonna look so dope. His animations are probably gonna be sick. I think he's gonna be like bigger and clunkier for my kind of play style. I would imagine something. And I'm already talking as if he's confirmed, but I just like you said, I just really believe like that's going to be the case.
Yeah,
but
in my head he is.
Yeah, if he comes to the game, I imagine he'd be somebody playing more akin to like a Cooler or Janemba, which, you know, are characters that are pretty cool. And you guys have seen me play Janemba before, but like, you know, not a character I'm going to main. And in the end, I always end up just going back to Android 18 Bardock Trunks, but, you know, I think Omega would be sick. Wow, the hit stun. Wow,
that was crazy.
I thought for sure you wouldn't reach. I didn't get my rocket kick, and then I did too well, thinking you were gonna get the full combo.
Yeah, the thing about Omega Shenron is like, I feel like you have to give it up. Even if you don't like Omega Shenron, look up Dragon Thunder and tell me that wouldn't hit in Dragon Ball FighterZ art
That
style.
move is brutal.
Dragon Thunder is a brutal move. It goes like, it's so brutal that him calling it something childish like Dragon Thunder is kind of an insult. Like if I got hit with that and he called it Dragon Thunder, I'm just upset. But I would love to, yeah, like at the end of the game, like we could use some bigger characters like that. Like even though you're right, I personally don't play a lot of Cooler or Janemba, but I do play a lot of Broly, and I do like both Brolys. So, you know, it's 50-50 for me on whether or not I'll personally enjoy it. But I even if I don't, I think the game could use that variety.
I agree. And they've done a really, really good job. Like I think, especially in season 3 in particular, I would say it started like DBS, Broly, and Gogeta, but like ever since that pack release, they've damn, I dropped it. They've gone pretty crazy with making the characters very unique and giving them like really good animations and things. Although I do feel like UI Goku's a bit of a sleeper to me, but then again, people feel the same way about Kefla. But I don't know. I'm sure for most of you, UI Goku's hype is just, you know, at this point when I see his combos, I'm just like, yes, and he doing his combo.
Yeah, I really like UI Goku. But yeah, I would agree. They've done like Gogeta, Broly, even Kefla. Kefla and UI are definitely more standard characters, but they both have that little bit of flair to them. And UI, I think it's a pass. He's pretty standard, but he's so good at every standard thing in the game.
Right.
That to me, it kind of becomes unique again. It's like, okay, usually people can't follow all these rules. And then Master Roshi is, you know, by far the most unique character in the game.
Yeah,
to me anyway.
I would agree on that.
So if they keep that, and we talked about this before, but one of the big things with people in fighters, like the people that don't like fighters, is that the characters are pretty similar, which I disagree with at face value. But I can see where they're coming from. But with these characters, it's like that complaint kind of went out the window.
The active frames, dog. The active frames. I just underestimate them every time.
Yeah, he can hold that for a long time.
I see that. You know what? I know what I'm gonna do next time, though.
Wait, I don't like that.
Nah. It's gonna be
less confidence.
It's gonna be hilarious as long as I don't fuck up.
Oh no.
I know what I'm gonna do next time.
But yeah, they've been killing it with the DLC releases. That's why I don't know what you think, but
hold that thought. Speaking of killing it, can y'all do me a favor and kill that like button? You know it's free, right? Anyway, continue.
Hey, kill that subscribe button for me too as well while you're down there. Get this man to 100K.
Your boy is inching closer and closer to 100K, so if you want to go ahead and subscribe while you at it, I greatly appreciate that. You did what I say.
But yeah, they've been killing it with DLC, and I really hope there's more for this game after that. I feel like there has to be, just with, I mean, I guess you can never fully confirm stuff like that, but Xenoverse, I mean, these are pretty equal games, and I feel like fighting games are more marketable just because you can run tournaments where you can cross-promote stuff like they did in the past before, you know, 2020 and the pandemic. But I'm getting looped. So I feel like they don't have to add too many characters, but I feel like they probably will keep the DLC alive. Did I just die?
Yeah.
All right, well, win-win for me. I don't get to get embarrassed. Actually, probably win-lose. I lost to Jiren.
You know, I feel a lot better about this match. But I don't get to do what I wanted to do to the counter.
Hey, you know what? That's the strat.
Hold that.
Hate it here. Ooh.
Nice.
I just need to get one hit in. I just need to get one word in.
You don't have to, honestly. I don't think anybody would mind.
I'm getting attacked right now. Oh, I really tried it right there.
I didn't counter vanish. I'm sad. Yamcha, leave me alone. You ever down tech into an auto combo? Because I down tech into an auto combo.
All right, let's get some control back in my life here. Level 3 hard knockdown. What's the mix? I'll let you go ahead and sit on that.
And put it in her stomach straight like that. Ooh. I feel you. I want to do that too. Yeah. Sweet. Gonna get her out of here. You know what? Let's bring in the sword boy for the one time, because every Dotto versus Lotus video needs a Trunks versus Yamcha match. So
yeah, we could use some more of this. I lost a lot of health there.
Ooh, I did that shit perfectly too. If you had spark, your dome piece was cracked. And it's, you know what, man? I'm mad too, because that's always when they spark. When I do the TK flip perfectly, I get sparked on. I'm like, you know what? I should have seen it coming, but like
the aura when it's perfectly timed is just too much. I had to spark. I was like, I'm not taking this. I'd rather not. All right, I could use.
Nice.
Needed that. I thought for sure you would reflect there. I was like, okay.
I really wanted to, but I didn't.
Is this a one Destructo Dish job?
It looks like
that's all I really want to see.
With it. Hate it here.
Nice. All right, small chance here.
Let me ask you, who's out of all the DLC we've gotten up to this point, who do you think is your favorite?
I don't know. Probably Bardock was really, really cool. But he's kind of standard. I think maybe. Man, that is a hard question. Probably DBS Broly on a fun level. No. You know what? UI Goku. I'll give it a UI Goku.
Really?
Just because I like the character so much, and he was like training. It was like the character that just couldn't stop giving. He was like, oh yeah, he's just busted. So I'll give it up to him. Why? Who's your favorite DLC? Bardock?
Yeah, it's got to be Bardock. I mean, obviously, right? But I think after Bardock, it might be Base Vegeta. I mean, he's definitely my most played DLC after Bardock, I'd say.
Yeah, it's kind of sad looking back that so many people didn't like the base Saiyans. Well, especially considering how strong they both ended up being.
I'm not the biggest Goku fan, but like I think even if you go back to like the video I made when they got revealed, I was like, nah, Base Vegeta looks sick as fuck. Like I'm gonna love this character, and then lo and behold, I love this character. The only thing with me and Base Vegeta is that when he came out, the biggest reason why I didn't main him is because when he released, I couldn't do his loops, and I tried for so long and tried so valiantly to get them. I just sucked. But it actually, the very first video you and I ever recorded.
I did not enjoy that at all, actually. I've never been solar flared before.
You know what I'm saying?
I hate how it feels.
But the very first video you and I ever recorded together that I put on my channel, I'm playing Base Vegeta Bardock Trunks because at the start of Season 2, this was like right... So we recorded that video after Sonic Fox had picked them up, but I had started playing Base Vegeta beforehand. And I've talked to you guys about this. Whoops, bumped my mic. I've talked to you guys about this on the channel before, but like... Yeah, the very first video I ever did with Dato, I was going to drop Android 18 for Base Vegeta at that time because they nerfed 18 and they made her a lot clunkier to play. And I wasn't really feeling it. And I was like, well, everybody says Base Vegeta's low tier, but he looks super sick and I've always wanted to play him. He's really dope. So I'm going to learn how to play him. And I went back to 18 anyway. And then go figure, after I just went back to maining 18, I do finally learn how to play this character a little bit. But that's why I play him so much more now, because I've always thought he was really dope. That's why I loved watching Leffen play so much when he played him. That's why I liked watching Skill, that French player. Base Vegeta's always been ill as fuck to me.
Yeah, and it's kind of a shame like more people didn't play him because he used to have like some crazy stuff before they nerfed him.
And that's the crazy part is that, you know, last season, Sonic convinced people that Base Vegeta was the best character in the game and Base Vegeta used to be better.
Yeah, that was actually so sad because people don't really consider like he lost really important stuff too. Like,
yeah,
it wasn't just... And that's why, honestly, Base Vegeta is the big reason that when Arxis nerfs a character, that people are like, oh, why? They were low tier. In my head, I'm like, something was up, bro. Something was amiss.
They knew something.
They knew something was going wrong. Am I dead here already? If you could drop this, I'd appreciate it.
I just might.
Damage is adding up.
Can I do this with 4 bars? Okay. Ugh. I wasn't sure if that was going to connect properly because I wanted the seals for 21, but I was like, I don't want this to whiff.
All right, 2 teleports, 2 homing orbs. That's not great for me. Yeah, I was like, he has to start. In my head, I was like, he's starting off the round with one of those.
Yeah, I had to. That was kind of fucked up. Just do the keyboards right past me just to bait me and hit me with a beam. That was dirty.
Ooh! Alright, the flex. Didn't need to get hit by both of those. No, the beam. Alright. At some point, I do have to spark. I'm going to have to get out of here.
Listen,
gotta get this confidence back up. Alright, I'm out. I did not expect the super dash so soon. I was going to charge that up a little.
I was looking for Key Blast or After Image, so I was like, if he does anything that leaves a gap, I'm super dashing. I believe too heavily in the trunks to protect me there. It's fine. We endure.
Yeah, I lost my sparking
time. Krillin's post-vanish combos, they catch me off guard every time.
Yeah, they do a lot, and they carry you pretty far. I'm saying, dude, Krillin is... Well, people kind of respect him now, but... He's good. He's a great character.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I mean, Reynolds, player out of California in the Nationals, has actually been putting in a lot of work with Krillin and beating a lot of players with his team of Beerus, Krillin, and Roshi. And I don't know how much of that you've seen, but yeah, he's not the only one who thinks that Krillin's really good right now. I've heard a lot of players talk about wanting to invest some time into Krillin. I haven't seen a whole lot of them do it yet. But yeah, I mean, just from fighting you, I've had a pretty high opinion of Krillin for a minute now. But I'm really waiting to see somebody of a level beyond us put in some time with him and make him look incredible. I mean, Reynolds has been doing that, but I want to see even more people do it.
Yeah, no, he's crazy. And it's one of those things where he definitely suffers in like the competitive mindset because people like after image is fake. But I strongly believe that light after image is a lot more dangerous than people give it credit for.
I believe
just run up light after image, force that fear, and even if it doesn't work, they're gonna be afraid of it for a little while.
I'm always mind blown when I get air to air by you with Yamcha, because like most Yamchas just stay on the ground, but you're not afraid.
Yeah, no. I actually hate the ground as Yamcha. EX will fake fists, like it hurts me now, just because of the way I used to use it like an idiot. I just miss being an idiot on the ground, so now I have that EX Gale Clause, so I get to be an idiot in the air still. So.
Nah, I feel it.
Bro, that's where I tend to stay.
The nerfs that they gave to base Vegeta's rocket kick, man, hurt my soul.
It's just they hurt. It's when I talk about it, people are like, come on, you know Yamcha's still good. I'm like, he is, but come on, bro, let me breathe. I lost something here.
Wow. This
was my second time having a character like the move that oh, love to see. Oh, I couldn't have asked for better. That was great.
It didn't have to be this way. Fortunately, that super doesn't seem to hit both.
Yeah, no.
Oh my god.
I tried something there. I tried it. Spirit Ball, really good level 1 just for that reason.
I'm sorry, Krillin, but I'm not sorry, Krillin.
Ooh.
Damn it, I dropped it. That could have been huge damage on Yamcha. Maybe it might have been a killer, to be honest. I have plenty of bar and both assists. Hell yeah.
Ooh, Destructo Disc. No, I was working on. I was really working on something right there. I was scheming on the ground. I was like, I got a little plan for this. Okay.
Sick. All right, we get rid of the Yamcha assist. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, but Yamcha died pretty early.
Krillin and Jiren, especially your Krillin and Jiren. I ain't gonna sleep on. I'm also not gonna confirm off that blue, apparently. Yeah, I'll take the cross and super dash any day. Get these steals up real quick.
Krillin gives blue, right? I hate to see it. I don't play Android 21, but I think I would assume purple might be the best just because of the stuff you might be able to pull. But blue seems like the most effective.
Oh shit.
Too high.
I definitely like the purple ones, but like I'm bad at using them, I feel like.
Yeah, no, the purple ones are just stylish. Maybe the rap like Vegeta style thing would be pretty good. I don't know.
I feel like the yellow steel is actually probably the best, especially because like when she's got the yellow steels, the command grab, you can't super dash her. Because like she can just stop super dash with that. So she becomes kind of like hit, where you have to be like very careful of where you place your super dashes.
What are other yellows? Like what's the yellow?
So the yellow is the rapid fire key blast and like the sticky palm. So it's like a command grab, I think.
Oh, okay. I got crossed up by that just naturally. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's the other side.
The Krillin got me.
Alright, I feel like I got an uppercut here. I wish I didn't have to wait so long for that super. That makes
you nervous.
Not difficult, but just nervous every time. Ooh, not the rocket kick.
Scared me. Solar flares, and there's the beam.
Because I wanted to solar flare. I was like, if he knee drops, I solar flare, and then you knee drop. So in my mind, I was like, I'm just solar flaring now. I can't handle it.
All right, now we just have to deal with Jiren, the counter master. What is your opinion on Jiren's strength right now? Because I've had a lot of people come to me saying that they think Jiren is super strong now.
I think Jiren's super strong as well. I've been saying that. Like, people tried to minimize that counter, but the fact that you can call assist and it gets everything is really, really good. Like, it's... Yeah. People have been calling, like, there was that whole arc where people were getting mad and calling it scrubby, and people were getting mad at people calling it scrubby. Woo! That was sick. But, I mean, I think it is scrubby, but it's not like, I don't know, I've never seen that as an insult, I guess. Like, it's cheap, I guess. That's what I'm saying. Nice. But Yeah, but yeah, he's strong. I mean, look at this damage.
I haven't really seen anyone be effective with it though, other than you. Like personally, I've fought some Jiren players who are pretty solid, but like they don't really abuse the counters a lot, to be honest. That hits behind me. Wow, I'm dead.
Maybe not.
Can you not level 3 off that?
Because I can, but because you were in the air, I was in the air.
I didn't think you would just do it again, but I should have known better. I really didn't. I can't do what I intended to do with Vegeta because, well, now the video's over. I was gonna raw level 3 you, but it wouldn't have reached with Vegeta.
See, that would have hurt my feelings.
I was just gonna raw level 3. See, I could do that with 21 or with Trunks, but Vegeta I don't think would have reached. So I was just like, I'll go for the 2M, and then you just did it again. That's pretty much all the time we have for today. A bit of a longer video, but hope you guys enjoyed the matches and the discussion. And yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit this video with a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already so you can stay tuned for all the awesome content I'm bringing you. And with all that being said, that's pretty much all of today. And remember, let's get happy to swing the bat. Later.